Welcome to today's Global News Update. Carney calls proposed US-Iran peace framework a potential turning point. Ontario community mourns loss of 5 children killed in crash. Evacuation order lifted after wildfire threat subsides in West Kelowna. Justice Minister defends new bail and sentencing reforms. Federal government introduces First Nations drinking water legislation. 8-year investigation leads to murder charge in Pitt Meadows case. Suspect charged in connection with 2018 Pitt Meadows death. Financial review ordered for Surrey Police Service. Woman airlifted to hospital after being struck by pickup truck in Mission. Arrest made in attempted child abduction investigation in Surrey. Prime Minister Mark Carney says a proposed framework designed to end hostilities between the United States and Iran could significantly alter the geopolitical landscape. Speaking in a televised interview, Carney suggested the agreement has the potential to reduce tensions across the Middle East and improve stability in global energy markets. Analysts say the success of the framework will depend on implementation, verification, and long-term diplomatic cooperation. International leaders continue monitoring developments closely. Community members continue mourning after a tragic crash claimed the lives of 5 children in Ontario. Vigils, memorial gatherings, and support initiatives have been organized as residents attempt to process the loss. Local leaders say the tragedy has deeply affected families, classmates, teachers, and first responders. Despite overwhelming sadness, many are emphasizing unity, compassion, and support for those directly impacted. Emergency officials have lifted evacuation orders related to the Calamar Park wildfire after firefighters successfully prevented the blaze from reaching residential properties. Authorities report that no homes were destroyed despite challenging conditions. Fire crews remain active in the area to monitor hotspots and prevent flare-ups. Residents are now returning home while recovery and assessment efforts continue. The federal government has introduced legislation aimed at strengthening bail rules and updating sentencing policies. Justice officials argue the reforms will improve public safety while ensuring the legal system remains fair and effective. Critics and legal experts are examining how the changes may affect courts, correctional institutions, and individual rights. The legislation is expected to receive extensive scrutiny as it moves through Parliament. The federal government has introduced legislation intended to address drinking water challenges faced by First Nations communities across Canada. The proposal includes measures related to infrastructure, governance, funding, and regulatory oversight. Indigenous leaders have long advocated for reliable access to clean drinking water as a fundamental right. Parliament will now debate the legislation as stakeholders assess its potential impact. The Integrated Homicide Investigation Team has announced a first-degree murder charge after years of investigative work connected to a death in Pitt Meadows. Detectives reviewed evidence, conducted interviews, and pursued multiple leads before reaching this stage. Officials say the charge represents an important development for the victim's family and the broader community. Court proceedings are expected to continue in the coming months. Authorities have confirmed a first-degree murder charge connected to a 2018 death in Pitt Meadows. The investigation remained open for years as homicide detectives continued gathering evidence and pursuing new information. Officials say advances in the case ultimately led to the charge being approved. The development brings renewed attention to one of the region's long-standing homicide investigations. Officials overseeing the Surrey Police Service have ordered a financial review as part of efforts to evaluate expenditures and future funding requirements. The review will examine operational budgets, staffing costs, and financial management practices. Supporters say the process will improve transparency and accountability, while others are watching closely for its potential impact on policing services. Findings are expected to be presented at a later date. Emergency crews responded to a serious collision in Mission involving a pedestrian and a pickup truck. Due to the severity of the injuries, the woman was transported by air ambulance to a hospital for treatment. Police are examining evidence and speaking with witnesses as part of the investigation. Authorities are urging anyone with information to come forward. Surrey police have arrested a man in connection with an attempted child abduction incident. Investigators moved quickly after receiving reports and gathering evidence related to the case. Officials say the child was not physically harmed and that support services are available to affected families. The incident has renewed conversations about child safety and community awareness.